When you meet Lucrece Nussbaum, her calm presence and soft voice is comforting. Some people say she's shy, others think she's reserved, but most people know it's an inner confidence. Standing 5 foot 9 inches tall, she's the rock patrolling the blue line for the St. Thomas Tommies women's hockey team. Luki, as her friends call her, is preparing to suit up for Team Switzerland in Vancouver. At the age of 23, she is the first St. Thomas athlete to reach the Olympics.
When you hear it for the first time, you get all excited, but it's a huge honor to be on that team, to be named. And so it's mixed feelings, like you're a little scared, you're honored, you're excited. It's a big mix, I guess.
Being selected to an Olympic team is something athletes dream of since they were children, but few actually attain. In her 4th season with the Tommies, Fredericton has become her home away from home. Luki says she wasn't prepared for the transition.
It was my first time being overseas. It was my first time leaving home for so far away. It was a culture shock too. It's different language, it's different food, it's different climate, everything's different. Even the hockey is different too.
Peter Murphy coaches Luki and was responsible for bringing her overseas. While preparing for a game at the Lady Beaverbrook Arena in Fredericton, he remembers her soft-spoken personality and the day he picked her up at the airport.
She's quiet, very unassuming. You wouldn't know that she's going to the Olympics. Some players would be very much letting you know every time they met somebody new. I'm going to the Olympics. But she doesn't like it actually being brought up. I tend to bring it up when she's being introduced to people. Very memorable to anyone who meets her. She's like I say, she's just a great person and a quiet leader. Somebody who isn't the one who's going to bang the drum in the room, but is more somebody who I'm going to show you how hard I'm going to play on the ice, and you should play that hard too. And that's kind of the type of leader that she is.
Jessica Holt plays defense with Luki and also serves as one of the team's captains. She says Luki is quick to make others around her feel comfortable. This was something she witnessed during their first practice together.
I remember one of the first times that we had practiced together. We we split up D and forwards on each end, and me and Luki were trying to work on our slap shots, and that's something that I remember we talked about, like the very first conversation we had. She's like, you got any tips to make my slap shot better? And I was like, do you have any tips to make my wrist shot better? And we just kind of talked about how we could help each other out, I guess. And so she was just always trying to make me the best player I could be, and I tried to give her tips when I could.
Luki is a 4th-year student at St. Thomas University, working towards her degree in criminology. With the Olympics occurring in the middle of a school term, she says preparing for a 2-week absence is crucial for her studies.
Everyone's very supportive of me because every year I've had to go away and leave school for at least, 3 weeks for Worlds, and they've always been really understanding and helped me. Especially, there's also my language barrier. You can't always tell because I don't have such a thick accent, but there's a lot of words that I don't understand, and people have always been very supportive, and that has helped me a lot.
After 15 seasons in the NHL, Mike Eagles can recognize what an asset she is to the program. He is the athletic director at St. Thomas and says that Luki's achievements have single-handedly raised the profile of the Atlantic League, the school, and the hockey program.
Because normally I think there's a lot of spin-off when someone from outside your particular area comes to your school. I think it raises the profile of your school in that area. So, if there's, more people now from Swiss or Sweden that know about St. Thomas University because of the athletes that are here playing for us, it's excellent, and possibly you might have the benefit of getting more students down the road from those areas because of the positive reports going back to their home countries about our school and about Canada.
The Swiss team solidified their spot in the games by defeating Sweden in the quarterfinals of the 2008 Women's World Hockey Championships in China. They are ranked 5th by the International Ice Hockey Federation. Remarkable, considering Switzerland's population of female hockey players is a mere 735. Canada, on the other hand, has more than 85,000 registered female players. Luki understands the magnitude of the Olympic tournament and wants to do Switzerland proud.
Well, you always want to play the best you can, and especially when you do get the chance to live your dream. That's what you've always worked for. That's what you've always dreamed about. And now you get the opportunity to go there. You want to make it, you want to play the best hockey that you can play in those games.
Lucrece Nussbaum will try to defy the odds when she departs for Vancouver on February 1st. For CBC Radio, I'm Jason Cassidy.